but not before he's inside the 30.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton, there to swallow him up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Dancing to his left. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Second and 8. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Now it's Fields. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but...
There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Giants on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Graham Gano on for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise throws it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Fields. The screen pass here to Cohen. Finding some room at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Foles on the give to Montgomery. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
The first throw for the backup Foles. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Jakeem Grant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Santos with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Now Jones. Going deep downfield for Ross. And incomplete on the deep ball. So, Charles, here we are, Week 17. Both of these teams playing their 16th game of the regular season. And obviously for decades, that was the full season. But as we all know, a little strange, still one more game to go next week.
Yeah, Brandon, I think we're both interested to see how things play out next week because we know their division titles and wild card spots up for grabs. So those teams, no doubt, they'll be all in.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Giants. Kadarius Toney with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants are once again going to retake the lead. Gano for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Still 9 remaining on second down. Off play action, Fields. Flushed out right. James has got it, complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. To throw is Fields. He rifles one that's intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From the 9, 2nd and 5. Throwing, Jones. Being chased out left. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Daniel Jones, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gano now to add the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
His throw incomplete.
receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The Bears on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Fields now to throw. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They weren't fooled.
Not 1 second, not 1 bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for lost yardage?
39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they are in at this stage of the game. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Touchdown, Giants! John Ross with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And the lead is up to 18 now. Touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, here's Fields. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
On first down, Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. Montgomery a first down and then some. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 41. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. 2nd and 5. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Barkley on first down, going to work his way forward only for about a couple there. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off play action. Jones. He's got him in. Complete. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. John Ross, 76 yards. And the Giants come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Gano the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 35 on second down, Fields eluding the pressure right. They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Again, it's Cohen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. Now the point after try for Santos. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On second down, here's Barkley. Goes by at the 40. And this will be a Giants first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Now Saquon Barkley. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 113 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On second down, Barkley. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Well, number one on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great...
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Bears on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Foles. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
After the sack, you can understand him maybe being a little bit nervous back there, a little skittish, but looked awfully decisive when he took off and ran.
Very decisive and picked up that first down in the process. Fields on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 33. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way?
And now off to the races down the right side.
He'll make everything
and he'll take it on in for a giant touchdown. Salvon Ahmed, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And they open the lead up now to 25. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. 45 yards on the ground for him so far. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Fields. He drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Steps away. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from early.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 49, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Back to throw. Jones. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run for it with Barkley. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. Play action. It's Fields. He'll buy some time right. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And this will get him all the way in inside the Giants' 10. A huge play there for Chicago. Pretty good yards after the catch there on that crossing route. Is a crossing route good for a quarterback because the receiver's coming across his line of vision?
They love those kind of throws. And how many times have you seen any of what we call an in-breaking route? Quarterback really turns it loose, doesn't he? Has a lot more confidence because he can see the play right in front of him.
A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and goal, Fields. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Sliding out of the pocket. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Giants are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
He's going to air one out. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big play there for the Giants. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Giants are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and